Good morning, first graders. Are you ready to do some math today? I hope so. We're going to talk a little bit first about some strategies that you can use to solve, and then we will get to do some work in your math workbook today. So strategies, we've been talking about strategies at school. Strategies is really just a fancy way to say the way that you solve a problem. What I love about math is that there are so many different strategies that you can use to solve your problems, to figure out your math work. Some of the strategies, that you might use might be using a 10 frame to help you out. We practiced with our 10 frames last week. You might use your colored counters to help you solve problems, to count. You might even have fingers to help you out. All of these strategies are okay. I would love for you to pick whichever strategy is going to work best for you. And sometimes we get so good that we can just use our strategy called mental math, and that means we just solve them in our head. That's the goal, is that we get so good at math that we don't even need these things, we can just solve them in our head. But it's okay if we need them for now because we are still learning. So we're going to talk about a strategy today called counting on. We've talked about this a little bit at school so far. Counting on is a strategy that we use when we are solving addition problems, when we're doing problems that have a plus sign. So the way that we count on is by stating our number, and then we need to add up the other numbers. So let me show you a little example here. Here's the problem that I want to show you today. 4 plus 3 equals, we just have a blank space here. This is the number we are trying to find. When I look at this problem, I know that I'm going to be adding up two numbers, and I'm going to be using this plus sign, means I have to put them together. So I'm going to turn my camera around and show you how you can count on to solve this problem. To solve this problem, I'm going to use my fingers to count on. I always have these with me. I don't need a special tool. They're right here to help you solve. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start with our first number. Our first number in our problem was 4. The way I like to say it is almost like a little punch for your first number. So 4. Then we need to add or count on 3 more. So I have to hold that number in my head, I hold it in my hand, and then I get ready to count on 3 more. So watch how I'm going to do this. 4, 5, 6, 7. Did you notice how I kept counting up? We're trying to add the numbers together, which means we need to count up to solve the problem. How many fingers am I holding up? 3. That's my second number in the problem. So that means I solved it. Let me show you again. 4 plus 3 was the problem. I'm going to punch my first number. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's one strategy that we can use to solve. Let me show you it another way too, using your counters. This time I'm going to get out my counters to help me out. I'm going to show my numbers with 2 different colors. So here I have 4 red counters. I'm going to add my 3 yellow counters. And we can still use that counting on strategy. I know I have 4, so let's count on. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do that again. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7. Whichever strategy you use should still lead you to the correct answer. So if you want to use your counters to help you, then use them. If you'd like to use your fingers to help you solve today, use your fingers. Or if you are even ready to do some mental math and solve a problem in your head, then you can do it that way. Any strategy is okay with me. This counting on strategy might look familiar because maybe you already learned it in kindergarten. That would be awesome. We're going to do some practice with it right now in your workbook. So you need your math workbook. It has the little iReady guys on it and some little seashells. It looks like this. It's that very, very big book. So you might need to pause right now and go get your math book and a pencil so that you are ready to start your math pages. I want you to flip through your math book to find page 13. And a good way to do this would be to start from the front of the book. 13 is a small number, so we don't want to open way in the middle of the book. We'll be very off from the number we're trying to find. Start from the beginning. When I just open a little bit, I realize I'm at page 7. That's smaller than 13, so I need to keep going. Now I'm at 9, 11, 13. Here we are on the correct page. All right, here's our little iReady friend teaching us how to count on. We already know. They're showing us with the counters. You can use the picture to help you today, or if you want to use your fingers to show, that's fine too. Let's try one together. So our first problem wants us to find 6 plus 1. Count on to add. Here we go. They already showed us 6. When we add one more, we need to count up. That takes us to 7. So I know that 6 plus 1 equals 7. Hopefully that was an easy peasy start for you. Let's try one more together. This time 5 plus 3. Count on to add. Here I see 5 red counters and 3 yellow counters. This time they left these spaces blank. I need to fill them in. Let's count on to figure out what's missing from here. I have 5 red. If we count up, 6, 7, 8. Those are the numbers they want us to write right here to show that we're counting on. So here we have 5. This one would be what's next? 6, 7, 8. Down here they just want us to show what's the answer all together. 5 plus 3 equals 8. I'm going to let you go now because I think you've seen some good examples and you're ready to try some on your own. The back side of page 13 is page 14. There are 3 more problems for you to solve, and then I'm actually going to have you go back and solve some other ones too. These ones give you pictures, which is a great help. I also want you to try some without pictures. So when you're done with page 14, you're going to go back and find page 4, which is going down, so we're going to go backwards in our book. Page 4 has some other problems for you to solve as well. This time they did not give you pictures, so you can use a different strategy. Your fingers could help you solve, or your counters can help you solve as well. Don't worry about writing this number down. I put it in the notes for you so you can remember, but page 4 and page 14 are what I want you to work on today. When you are finished with your math work, I would like you to take a picture of page 14 only and upload it to your Seesaw so that I can see your great math work. Good luck. That is all from me. Now it's your turn to go complete pages 14 and 4. And when you are finished, I would like you to take a picture of page 14 and upload it to your Seesaw so that I can see your work. Good luck.